Texas Rangers Immaculate Grid, coming to you from the Amon Carter Museum of American Art in Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go. Hey, my name is Jeff Bates. This is the Texas Rangers Clubhouse, where we celebrate World Series championships and sometimes play Texas Rangers version of Immaculate Grid. That's what we're going to do today. Coming at you from a museum in Fort Worth. It's a beautiful day, 70 plus degrees here in early November. Why don't you live here? Or maybe you do. Let's get to the game. You don't know the game, it's Immaculate Grid. Whatever they ask for, I add Texas Rangers. It's pretty easy. Let's get to it. All right, top left to right, we got Baltimore Orioles, 2,000 hits in a career and 200 wins in a career. Okay, so what we have to add the Rangers to that, of course. Along the left, Houston Astros, Cubbies, and Boston Red Sox. So starting on the top left, you got the Orioles, the Astros, and of course for this game, we add the Rangers. Mark McLemore, he's on our pregame and our postgame show. I like to watch him play. Little second baseman, had a good career. Mark McLemore seems like a nice guy. I bumped into him at ball games quite often. I had season tickets right in the area where they do the broadcasting last year. I don't know where we'll be next year, but I got to bump into him a few times. Seems like a nice guy. Mark McLemore, top left. Staying on the top and going to the middle, it's the Astros. It's 2,000 plus career hits. And of course, you got to be a Ranger too. Rusty Staub. He's one of my favorite players because of a baseball card. 77 tops, as I've said on this channel before, is my favorite set ever. And I love this card. Rusty Staub, center top. Staying on the top, you've got the Astros and 200 plus career wins, and the Rangers. Everybody knows who I'm picking here. You would pick them if you were a Ranger fan too. It's Nolan Ryan. Continuing our video with the museum in the back, we've got the Cubbies and the Orioles, middle left. I went with Craig Lefferts, and I went with Craig Lefferts because I grew up in San Diego, California. He was part of that '84 team that went to the World Series. I met him a few times when I was a kid. Seemed like a nice guy. I've always been a fan. I had to look this one up. This was a hard one. So I didn't know this one on my own, but when I saw his name, I thought we'll put Craig Lefferts in there. Center cut, 2,000 plus career hits, and a Cub and a Ranger. This is a super easy one. Sammy Sosa. George Bush, our former president, talked about his worst decision ever, probably getting rid of Sammy Sosa. Kind of funny stuff. Anyway, with all the decisions he made, that's the one he told me was his worst decision ever. And that's a whole video that I should talk about someday, but I probably won't. Staying in the middle, but going all the way to the right, we've got the Cubbies and 200 career wins and the Rangers. I've used this guy a lot. I'm a huge fan of this guy. Never saw him pitch. He's a little before me, but the man that he is now, the interviews that I've seen now, he seems like a great guy. Cubs, 200 plus career wins and a Ranger. Ferguson Jenkins. All right, we will finish off with the bottom row. Orioles, Red Sox, and us. I had no idea. I looked this one up too. Andrew Kashner. I went with him because it was a small list. He had to go with somebody. Andrew Kashner makes the list. 2,000 plus career hits, Red Sox, and us. Super easy one. One of my all-time favorite players, Adrian Beltre. And we'll finish it off at the bottom right. 200 plus career wins, Boston Red Sox, Texas Rangers. I love this guy. One of my good friends is his favorite player ever, Jamie Moyer. All right, so that's the Rangers Immaculate Grid today. McLemore, Staub, Ryan, Lefferts, Sosa, Jenkins, Kashner, Beltre, Jamie Moyer. Coming to you from Fort Worth, the Amon Carter Museum of American Art. This is amazing. This is sound waves from near extinct birds. How cool is that? Anyway, has nothing to do with the Texas Rangers or the Immaculate Grid, but I think it's cool. From downtown Fort Worth, have the best day ever. Go Rangers. See you on the next one here on the Texas Rangers Clubhouse.